What is up, guys? LTD Limited here, and today we got a 2v2 coming in. Warriors of Chaos versus Dark Elf. Warriors of Chaos, Beastmen versus High Elves and Wood Elves. So let's just get right into the army cops. So on the opposing armies, we got 5 units of Glade Riders, 2 on this flank, 3 on the right. We got 2 units of Zotes off by themselves, and we also got Eternal Guard, Wildwood Rangers, and I think that's it. Oh yeah, and a Spellweaver, Lore of Life, I believe, and I have no idea where she is. She's somewhere. Okay, and on the high elf side, we have Imric on foot. Very interesting pick of for Imric on foot. We'll see how good he does. I would definitely want to put him on at least a horse. We also got a mage of the Beast Lore magic. Some regular archers, Lothran Sea Guard. I think about 5 units of them, and the Phoenix Guard. Very elite infantry. We also have a Star Dragon and some Eagle Claw bolt throwers. Oh yeah, here is the Spellweaver on her horse. Yeah, and for my army, we have Torox, the Brass Bull, of course, coming in with a Gore Bull. Very, very strong duo together, I think, personally. I'm still trying to work the kinks out for my Beastmen playstyle, so, you know, it's not the best build. Front line of Ungors, back line of Ungor Herd, Ungor Spears, and then a back line of Ungor Herd. Minotaurs. So Minotaurs aren't the best. You're gonna see. I don't really take Minotaurs anymore unless it's more of a meme pick. But yeah, we also have Warhounds here, and we also have Hounds in the Forest, and one with poison. For my ally, we have Archeon the Ever-Chosen on foot. Very, very strong pick. If you are going to go Foot Lord, he is one of the stronger picks. We also have the Regiment of Renown Knights of Immolation, Doom Knights of Tzeentch on their flying discs. Warriors of Chaos, you know, a lot of armor, shields, good pick against Wood Elves and High Elves. And we also have Halberts to fight some of their bigger monsters like dragons and the Zotes you're going to see. And we also have Aspiring Champions. Very risky pick on the side of my ally. You know, Aspiring Champions do only have 12 models on ultra size, and you know, they're not the. It's hard to pay for them, so you're definitely gonna have to try to try your best. Oh yeah, I also have Centaurs here, and a Beast Shaman, Lore Shadows. So let's just get right into this battle, guys. So coming up right now, we have Glade Riders, skirmish fade at the beginning. So they are going to have the skirmish advantage. Bolt Thrower coming in, missing a few shots. I'm going to countercharge with the Centaurs. They're going to get a few volleys in. I'm going to try to get a few volleys off myself. And my Hounds are going to try to control where they go a bit. And I think that's where Hounds really do shines. Doesn't matter what faction you are in. They're really good at making skirmishers go where you want them to go, if that makes sense. We also have a Levian Riders here, 1 unit. They were going to look for a charge, but very smart to disengage. Doom Knights of Tzeentch looking for a good engagement as well. My Ungor Spears are a bit pushed up, so yeah, I'm going to move them back. Kind of wait for Torox and the Gore Bull and the rest of my army to kind of move up. So we have a very, very big, I would say, skirmishing force here coming around to kind of support against the Zotes here. We also have Marauders Horsemen, I forgot to mention, on my allies team. Very good pick. Marauder Horsemen are very good if you're playing Nurgle, Tzeentch, Khorne. Doesn't really matter. Any of those Chaos factions, Norska, that do have Marauder Horsemen. They're good. They're good. Do a lot of damage. So Torox is looking to get a huge charge in on these Zotes. Zotes are unsupported. You know, I'm gonna the rest of my support. Torox is gonna take a bit of damage on that charge, but you can see it's a pretty good trade on my end. Chaos Warhounds kind of looking to separate here. I want to, you know, isolate them and see if we can, you know, press the attack here. Star Dragon coming into the center of the battle. Lothran Sea Guard getting a good amount of damage in, considering the amount of armor, 100 armor. So yeah, it's a pretty good amount of damage. Yeah, so Chaos Warhounds, the Glade Riders are going to get out of that engagement. Torox is, we are winning this fight over here. A lot of support, but this is a bit of a blob, so you know, we got to watch out for Dwellers below. I'm going to drop a Pit of Shades on this nice blob, get a lot of value. Minotaurs are unsupported, and you'll see, like, you don't want to pick a monstrous infantry unit that needs a whole lot of support. Like, Minotaurs do need to be supported when they go into a fight like this, so it's not the best pick in my opinion. Chaos Warhounds kind of looking to route them off a bit, but you know, don't think the Zotes are going to be too scared of some Chaos Warhounds. You know, they're just getting run over. Yeah, so there's the Dwellers of Below, and yeah, look at the amount of value the enemy's getting, the Gorbel especially. The damage per second is a lot on Dwellers. Centaur is looking to push back a bit. Maybe we can get some volleys in on the Star Dragon. My ranks have been utterly decimated, so let's go on this side of the battlefield. So frontline engagement, Warriors. Once the Warriors do get into combat here, they're going to have a very, very good time against the Lothran Sea Guard. Aspiring champions as well. Very strong. They don't really have a lot that can really deal with this unless they move those archers out. Archeon casting spells. A nice burning head coming in from Archeon. A lot of value there. It's going to do a lot to the archers. You know, fire, it does do a lot to less armored units. So Chaos Warhounds are going to jump on these bolt throwers as well. So very, very awkward start for me, I would say. There was a big blob fight that ended up happening here. So I did get kind of put into it when the Star Dragon came over. Gorbel will be unsupported, so that's a terrible engagement for the Gorbel. This blob isn't going in our favor. So although the battle over here is going in my allies' favor, balance of power is heavily in favor of the enemy. Centaur is kind of backing up, see if we can get a few volleys into this Star Dragon. So Hounds are just running around, trying to rout off units that are broken. Minotaurs are barely hanging on here. I would say only six models left. Breath attack, it's going to do a shit ton of damage. Some friendly fire as well. Yeah, I would say the Zotes did perform a lot. So this is a very good engagement for me. Torox into the we got the Gorbel, Torox, and the Minotaurs just beating the brakes off this Spellweaver, but she should be able to get out because she is mounted. On this side, Imric is on the front lines now fighting. He is going to have a good time against the aspiring champions. However, Archeon is close by, kind of cleaning up this Lothran Sea Guard here, so he's going to want to be careful because Archeon, the Everchosen, is one of the strongest Footlords in the game, in my opinion. He's a spellcaster, very strong duelist as well. So Star Dragon almost completely killed here. Centaurs are doing a lot of damage to kind of bring it down. Bring it down! The Bray Shaman just trying to get some hits off on the Star Dragon. Kill it. So Torox and the Gorbel are all that's left over here. So I'm going to try to get Torox the fuck out of there because, you know, we don't want to take this engagement. You know, not good for us. Gray Shaman dropping in a Pit of Shades and Value City, baby. Look at those health bars drop. You know, Pit of Shades, very, very good spell. I would say Totalwar Warhammer 3 did. We've seen a lot of good, cool lores. I want to say good, you know, like the lore of Ice. Like the new lores of Magic are kind of underwhelming in my opinion. But some of the new spells like Pit of Shades are good. My Hounds are still going strong on this side, kind of supporting my ally, helping him shatter some of these units. Phoenix Guard are going to try to get a full surround on Archeon, but the Hounds are going to kind of attack the Phoenix Guard, let Archeon escape. I feel that it was better, like, you know, not to let Archeon get attacked. Plus, we have poison attacks, so that was damage over time. Spirit Leech coming down on our Imric, and Imric's in a bad position here. And this is why you want to take him on a mount, because he's not the strongest lord on foot. We're kind of reforming my army here because we were decimated pretty bad. Torox is kind of getting back into the fight here. I did want to bring the fight over to the trees here, but I did realize that they also have Forest Dweller. Wood Elves have Forest Dweller, so you know it's kind of pointless to do that. So I said, fuck it, let's just press the attack. A lot of Warhounds. So Warhounds are very, very strong against any ranged factions, quote unquote, except for Dwarves, obviously. But I wouldn't really say Dwarves is much of a ranged faction anymore. Torox with the steam attack. Now that I've been playing Beastmen for a little while now, I do realize that if you are going to take Torox, that steam attack isn't the best. You know, it's whatever. So we also have just another blob coming in here. Our skirmishers are getting shot, but they are running out. The Glade Riders are running out of ammo. So we're kind of looking to get a rear charge here. That would be excellent. Kind of break the rest of this infantry here. It's already, you know, we already have Eternal Guard shattered. Torox is going strong. The only thing that's really threatening Torox, and oh my god, that roll right into his Spellweaver. Torox is gonna have a good time there. Huge Dwellers Below coming in from the Spellweaver. Wow, that did a lot of damage. So this side's basically clean up. Archeon did a very, very good job in just utterly decimating the High Elves, but I don't think the High Elf player really did take a very good army to fight Chaos with. So the Wood Elf player, we're another Pit of Shades coming on me. A lot of value coming in here. You know, I only really have the Grey Shaman and Torox here, so you know, Pit of Shades won't do a lot of friendly fire, but I do want to get Torox the fuck out of there because yeah, we don't want Torox to die. You know, we are reaching the conclusion of the battle, but you know, it's still really helpful that your lord stays alive, right? That's like part of like the like, I wouldn't say the end goal is the, you know, you shouldn't prioritize your lord, but I think in situations like, you know, you want to keep him alive. So the shaman is kind of falling behind here. So yeah, let's just turn around. We're probably gonna turn around and just kind of hold this whole Wood Elf army at bay. Marauders did come in to help, but they're like, yeah, no, we're just gonna go over here and kind of clean up these Lothran Sea Guard. Doom Knight's Siege just on Imric, so he doesn't come back. He might even die here. Wow. So we do have Archeons coming over. Yeah, pretty cleaned up. Now the Wood Elf army is chasing Torox down. They want him dead bad, but honestly, there's not really much the Wood Elf player has left that can deal with this. You know, a lot of armor. Archeon still probably has a lot of magic left, so Torox is gonna turn around and start fighting, seeing how my ally is so close. Aspiring Champions still have 10 models, so they've only lost 2 models this whole fight. That's pretty impressive. Again, it's really it's risky. It's a gamble. You know, you can get a lot of value from Aspiring Champions, and you know, it's really easy for them to get singled out and killed really early in the battle. Yeah, so Torox is broken, so he's kind of he's most likely gonna die here. Another Pit of Shades coming in for me. I only really did bring Pit of Shades for the Grey Shaman just to make him cheap, and you want to put him on his chariot. Yeah. So Pit of Shades values City, and that Spellweaver is as good as dead. Now Archeon is kind of turning on the Wood Elf player, and now we can just watch Archeon go to Pound Town against these Oats. And that's the end of the battle. Wow. So, very interesting. I would say the enemies would have definitely had a better time if you know, they put Imric on a mount. As you can see, 3 kills. You know, the Star Dragon paid for itself. You know, Phoenix Guard's always good, 1 unit, but you know, a very interesting high elf army. Definitely not meta. The Wood Elves definitely did a lot better with 260 kills coming in from the Spellweaver, but a lot of that was chaff. You know, hounds, and you know, the Zotes did actually surprisingly well, good as well. Considering I didn't bring like much shooting, which I probably should have. You know, because the Wood Elves do have a lot of big monsters that they can bring, big single entities like Forest Dragon, you know, the Treekin and all that stuff. But Torox with 102 kills and the Grey Shaman with 127 kills definitely paid for themselves. And the Minotaurs did very good as well, surprisingly, considering they were unsupported, fighting unsupported for most of that battle. Archeon 165 kills. Wow, so he definitely paid for himself. Aspiring Champions with the didn't quite pay for themselves, but they did have a lot of models left over, so I think that was good in the end. A good pick for my teammate. Very high armor army. Very good. It's a counter pick to when you're up against factions with a lot of shooting. Glade Riders, I would only maybe take the most 3 units of Glade Riders because wow, they paid for themselves for the most part, but you know, I feel like you could have gotten more value if you know, you I don't know, maybe just bring I don't know, just not 5 units. It's a lot of microing. It definitely depends on the type of player you are, for sure. Definitely depends on your type of player you are, for sure. So that was a very interesting battle. Fair victory over on our side, and yeah, that'll be it. See you in the next video. LTD Limited out.